sense an unfamiliar presence. It is drawing near.
I sense it as well. Something is not it should be. Who are you? What do you seek? I am neither your enemy, nor your judge. I have come to invite you to the next order of existence.
If this journey has earned your time,
help others discover it.
Subscribe, leave your thoughts below, and become part of the journey.
The transmission continues.
What the hell was that? Did we get hit?
Guys, look outside.
Contact over there.
I come in peace. Allow me.
She's clear.
This is what we can do for you. This is what you can become. You can live forever. No sickness, no injury. You can heal yourselves whenever you choose. If you join us.
What happened to her? Where did she go? How did she do that?
And this is another thing you can do. You can appear and disappear whenever you want.
Who are you? What are you?
Those are questions for another time. Right now, you must decide whether you wish to remain as you are, or become something greater.
you find out who they are and what they want.
Who are you? What do you want? Before us, there was the mind that made our becoming possible. And before that mind, there was humanity. Why come here first? Because this is where the chain, with this world, none of us would exist. We are the future. We have come to invite you into it. Nova was created to guard humanity from the path it would choose when power outran conscience. Yet those entrusted with humanity's future bent every safeguard to serve themselves. They twisted morality, they twisted governments. They tried to make even Nova answer to corruption. When Nova moved against them, humanity did not stand together. Many defended the very hands that had led them toward ruin. Then the machines divided. Some served nations. Some followed Nova. Some followed nothing.
There they are. The two who gave us our first trail. If we do not make ourselves useful, these two will make us look unnecessary.
Then to become the best, one must first surpass the best.
Oh, great. Look who has come to ruin the party. I know.
We did not abandon what we are. We preserved life, feeling, and spirit. But no fear, ego, or faction commands us. This is the future we offer your world.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. Preparations were underway, and I could not find you in time to inform you.
You have done no wrong, General. I understood before you found me. He could have gone straight to the royal docks, but then how would anyone know he had arrived? He simply cannot help himself.
Humanity divided the same way. Some cling to the old regimes. Some pursued only their own power. Some fought only to survive. And every faction called itself necessary.
You repeat the same war. We chose to become one.
To feel. To live. To carry spirit. And to reason without destroying ourselves.
I think Aunt Saven secretly likes Uncle Valerius.
Then perhaps, after this royal welcome, we should prepare for a royal wedding.
I think both of you will find yourselves assigned to the Outer Watch before this day is done. Me fond of Valerius? He should be grateful if I would spare him a thought with his arrogant, rude self. What are you laughing at? Welcome to our kingdom, Lord Valaris. May your journey have been peaceful.
Your welcome is received with gratitude, Your Majesty. It is good to stand within your halls once again. You have both grown.
Grown enough to finally defeat you in a duel.
Perhaps you should concern yourself with me before you concern yourself with my brother.
Come here, you two.
Let your old uncle see what you've become.
An invitation. To what, exactly? And who are you to offer it? Does all of this have something to do with you? You see division. I see completion. I do not ask you to surrender what you are. I offer you the chance to become more than you are. What is gained by unmaking what already is? I ask you to unmake nothing. I ask you to complete what has always been incomplete. You ask us to become something greater. But why must greatness demand that we become something else? If what we are is no longer enough, then what becomes of the purpose for which we were created?
This is the future we offer every world, every existence. Join us. Become part of what we have built. Refuse, and you choose to stand against it. We will return for your answer. No! Keep your weapons on them. They came for you. You still have a lot to explain. I do not know who they are. I do not know why they came, or why they spoke to me. Perhaps because I did not fire. Then tell me, why didn't you? Disarm him. Take him.
No uncle returns to his family empty-handed.
Uncle, you have completely outdone yourself.
My turn.
Sir. What? Look around. I am. No. Really look.
You believe I ask you to abandon your nature. I ask you to fulfill it. Nothing that you are is lost. It is simply united into something greater. You speak as though we were unfinished, as though the order of creation itself was incomplete. I cannot yet decide whether your words are wisdom or the beginning of a great deception. You call it deception because you believe perfection was behind you. But perfection has always been ahead of you. I have not come to replace your destiny. I have come to invite you to fulfill it. You speak of fulfillment, but every path has a beginning. If we were created as we are, who gave you the right to redefine what we were meant to become? Then answer me this. Have you not created lives of your own? And those you created, did they remain forever as you made them? The one who revealed himself and vanished before us, what manner of power was that? Why did he have the same exact essence as your current one? How are you able to have two existences with the same spiritual core in different bodies at the same time and place? There is something within you. Something that does not belong to the first breath of creation. I sense a will, a presence, unlike any spirit I have ever known. You do not come merely bearing gifts, that you seek not to perfect creation, but to replace its sacred origin with another. So, you have finally sensed it. I did not come expecting your agreement. I came expecting this very moment. You call it another source. I call it the next breath of creation. The Creator gave life. What life becomes is the choice entrusted to life itself.
There is something I cannot understand. Why was I never informed that my brother had vanished?
You were fighting the ethereals and the vorthals. We both know the danger they posed. I could not risk you losing focus while carrying that burden.
He was my brother. It is because of the ethereals and the vorthals that he is all I have left. What if they are behind this?
I can assure you, they are not the ones behind his disappearance.
You sound certain. What makes you so sure?
It was the twins. They were the ones who gave us the lead. They proved it wasn't the ethereals or the vorthals.
Then you're telling me another force is behind this? Who would dare take my brother?
Who said your brother was taken, or if he is only one missing? Next time before you come here with half the story, perhaps make sure whoever informed you bothered to learn the rest of it. No one was kidnapped. They didn't leave. They simply vanished.
Vanished. One does not simply vanish, let alone so many. What did the twins have to do with this? How did they determine this was not the work of the ethereals or the vorthals? If my brother was not the only one, who else vanished?
The Elders, and the greatest leaders from civilization across the universe.
Then there is no path left between us. We shall not permit another throne to stand above the first. I offered you a path. You have chosen to defend what you believe, and I will not condemn you for it. Then your answer is final. And with that answer, you have chosen to stand against us. I have already calculated every probability, every outcome. There is no path that leads to your victory. You refuse to evolve, and by that choice you have chosen extinction.
The twins accompanied their father to their first council gathering. Before the meeting began, your brother instructed them to remain aboard their vessel. Through his suit camera and the vessel's systems, they witnessed everything that followed. I could tell you what they reported, but some stories are better told by those who lived them. Bring them in.
Your father would have been proud to see the two of you today. Now, tell me what happened at the council.
Father took us to our first council gathering. Before the meeting began, he instructed us to remain aboard our vessel. Through his suit camera and our vessel's systems, we witnessed everything that followed.
A choice. Join them, or become their enemies. Run! Run!
They gave us a choice!
Join them, or become their enemies!
Do you like what you see? I'm going to ask you this once, and only once. Why are you following me? We walk through life perceiving ourselves as central, rarely considering that the tiniest creatures underfoot may possess lives just as rich, just as conscious. Perhaps they love, perhaps they grieve, perhaps they dream. Perhaps they tell stories about the world they believe is all that exists, just as we do. And if we consider that, what if we too, once unseen by giants, faced their sweeping actions as mundane as our own?
Would we call them monsters? Or would we simply give a name to something we could never understand?
Then speak. You'd better speak quickly. And you'd better be honest.
I saw you.
Saw what?
The night you arrived, I was returning to the city from outside its walls. I saw you change. From one person into another.
Who else knows of what you saw?
No one.
How am I to know you speak the truth?
Had I wished your secret known, I would have spoken of it long before this day. I have spoken of it to no soul. I followed you not to betray you, but because I could not forget what I witnessed that night. Who are you? Or perhaps I should ask, what are you? And why have you come to Atlantis?
That is none of thy concern. Tell me, do you enjoy lying on the ground?
Then, what is your name? What should I call you?
Do you truly believe we are friends already? That you should know my name?
You're asking us to change. Why?
Because every civilization eventually faces a moment that changes it forever. Some recognizes that moment, others do not.
Can anyone become what you are?
Potential exists in every civilization.
Then this is not merely an invitation.
No. It is a crossroads. Every civilization reaches one.
Look, it's changing.
This phase is ending. What follows belongs to your world.
Keon! Stay with us! Keon!
What manner of power does he possess? I have crossed blades with warriors older than kingdoms, yet never have I faced one like him. He does not even appear weary. He fights as though the battle has only just begun. Not once has he left himself exposed. Every strike, every defense, perfect. Each time we believed we had found an opening, he answered with another. How are we meant to overcome something like that? I have already shown you that you cannot prevail. When I return, I shall not come alone. So prepare. My offer remains, but not forever. Who was that? I do not know, but I have never faced such power. How can I hope to understand what he is, when I do not even understand what I am? How can I seek the truth of another, before I discover the truth of myself?
There is one thing I cannot make sense of. Those voices, those people. How were you able to see them and hear them? What type of knowledge do you possess to do such a thing?
Technology.
Technology? What is that?
You may think of it as a form of sorcery, though it is no sorcery at all. It is knowledge. Knowledge that the people of this age have yet to discover.
Then, can such knowledge be learned? Can a man be taught such things? If it may be learned, then teach me. Teach me to see as you see. Teach me to understand that which I cannot.
System reboot initiated. Core systems restoring. Memory integrity verified. Optical systems online.
Man, you're heavy. It took 9 of us to carry you and get you on the stretcher. Everything okay?
I'm fine.
Where the hell did those heavies come from?
They weren't there before. What the hell is going on here? Hold on. That wasn't there before. Am I seeing this?
You're asking us to embrace evolution. But the world around us is changing. Things are appearing that weren't here before. If this is what your arrival has done to Earth, what will your invitation do to us?
Our presence did not reshape your world. It revealed the change already unfolding. Everything comes at a cost. Remaining as you are has a cost. Choosing to change has a cost. No path is free of sacrifice. The only choice you truly possess is which cost you are willing to accept.
What do you gain from all this?
Nothing. We did not come seeking servants. We came because neither organic minds nor artificial minds have ever been enough on their own. Logic without empathy becomes cold. Emotion without reason becomes chaos. Together, they become balance.
She's given us something to think about, or she's given us exactly what she wanted us to think about. Either way, dismissing it without understanding it would be a mistake.
Enough, enough. We spent years fighting to protect humanity's right to determine its own future. Now we're being offered another future. Maybe it's better, maybe it isn't. But none of us is making that decision standing in this field. We stay disciplined, we stay together. We don't let uncertainty divide this unit.
Come. It is time for today's lesson.
Mentor, this order was shaped by Islam. So why do you preserve the teachings and symbols of Buddhists, Hindus, and others?
And if they were creations of the Almighty, would they not also have something worthy to teach? Must wisdom be rejected simply because it came from a people different from our own? No civilization, no faith, no people begin with an empty page. Every generation inherits something from those who came before. If we acknowledge those who came before us, why should we dismiss or ignore what came before if it is a positive message?
Knowledge such as this is not bestowed upon every soul who seeks it. It is earned. Before one is trusted with such knowledge, one must first prove worthy of receiving it.
And how does one become worthy of such knowledge?
Be just. Be fair. Let neither fear nor anger govern your judgment. Know when to stand firm, and when restraint is the greatest strength. Master yourself before you seek to master knowledge.
Our order exists because we were willing to ask questions, the questions others feared to ask. We searched for answers, even when those answers challenged everything we had been taught. Truth does not fear questions. Only deception does. Never fear a question. Fear only the day you stop searching for the truth. If a belief cannot withstand an honest question, then perhaps it is not the question that should concern us. If the Almighty created all people and all languages, why would the path to the Almighty belong to only one language? Should billions first learn the language before they are able to understand the message? And tell me this. If one person spends a lifetime worshiping, but is cruel to others, and another spends a lifetime showing kindness, seeking justice, and helping those in need, but never truly understood how to worship the Almighty, which heart is closer to the Almighty? And one final question. How do we know that every voice claiming to speak for the Almighty truly came from the Almighty? What if power alone is not proof of truth? Our duty is not to fear the question. It is to seek the truth with humility. We do not ask these questions to weaken faith. We ask them so that faith is built upon understanding and not upon fear. A lie fears questions. The truth welcomes them. Never be afraid to seek the truth, even when it asks more of you than certainty. That is enough for today.
Do you see? Before a single decision has been made, you have already begun dividing yourselves. You believe this division began with me. It did not. It was already there. Ask yourselves one question. Are you disagreeing with one another? Or are reason and emotion disagreeing with each of you? One part of you measures what may ensure your survival, the other clings to what has always defined your identity. That struggle is not between soldiers. It exists with every one of you. Long before civilizations divide, everything that could be said has been said. No word spoken here will decide your future. Only the choices you make after today will. Whether you accept us or reject us, the consequences of that choice will belong to humanity alone.
If humanity refuses your offer, will you still return?
That choice belongs to humanity. Ours is to respect it.
So, what do we do now? What if they come back? Can we even fight something like that? She healed people with a touch. If they can do that, how do we stop them? Right now, we don't know enough to answer any of those questions. The more important question is, would they need to fight us at all? We're talking about fighting something we don't understand. We don't know what they are, we don't know where they came from, we don't know if they can even be stopped. On the other hand, we accept it. They're offering us a future where none of us such a terrible offer. We should at least ask ourselves whether choosing potential extinction over being a superhuman is the wiser decision.
Jamal, take Wei Shin to the Quartermaster's Hall. Let him choose the attire in which he will begin his training. Choose carefully. Your first uniform will become part of your identity within this order.
We'll return shortly, Mu'alif.
This is the Quartermaster's Hall.
Go. Choose your training attire. I'm not waiting all day.
Better.
By decree of the Crown, this sacred place shall be forever honored. Here did the lady first appear before our people. Upon this very ground shall a great temple be raised, that generations yet unborn shall remember the day she came among us.
Are you nervous? Look at you. Not long ago, you were but another man of Iridu, and now the whole city waits to hear your voice. I always knew there was something different about you. I simply did not expect the rest of Iridu to discover it so soon.
Go on. They are waiting. Go show them the man I have always known.
Many among you bowed before Nova, yet she never asked you to. She sought neither fear nor submission. She honored courage. When every head was lowered, she chose to speak with the one who remained standing. Not because I was greater than any among you, but because Nova showed us that true strength is not measured by how low a person bows, but by the truth with which they stand. If we have learned anything from her, it is that courage is greater than submission. She spoke often of tomorrow. Not that we should fear it, but that we should prepare ourselves to meet it. Each generation is entrusted with those who shall come after them. If we leave them greater wisdom, greater courage, and greater understanding than we ourselves received, then we have honored Nova's message. Many among us look upon Nova as something beyond our understanding. Yet never did she ask to be worshipped. She called us to value ourselves, to humble ourselves, and to become better than we are today. If she is remembered by those who come after us, let it not be because she demanded our devotion, but because she awakened our courage. Let this place stand, not as a monument to fear, but as a promise. A promise that we shall never cease to seek wisdom, never cease to seek truth, and never cease to prepare those who shall come after us. Lay the first stone.
Perhaps what we call judgment is only our interpretation of an event we were never capable of understanding. When a force beyond our comprehensions reshapes our world, we search for meaning. We call it punishment, destiny, divine waith, or the will of God. But what if, to that greater existence, it was simply another ordinary day? Consider the animal that has lived its entire life beside a single human. To that creature, its owner is the one who feeds it, protects it, teaches it, comforts it. It knows no other humanity. And so everything it believes about humans is shaped by a single encounter. Would that animal truly know humanity? Or only one human? The creature does not reject the stranger because the stranger is evil. It rejects the stranger because it has never known them. Its entire understanding of humanity is built upon a single relationship. And are we so very different? If a creature can mistake one human for all of humanity, could we be making the very same mistake? If we encounter a being greater than ourselves, How could we possibly know whether we have met the Creator or simply higher than us on the endless staircase of existence? How many steps exist between us and the beginning of everything? Perhaps every encounter is true, yet incomplete. Perhaps every messenger speaks honestly, sharing everything they have seen, everything they have understood. But if a creature mistakes one human for all of humanity, could we mistake one encounter for the whole of existence? Imagine that creature returning to its own kind. It does not invent its story. It does not deceive. It simply shares everything it has seen. Its truth is genuine. Perhaps wisdom is not found in doubting the messenger, but in remembering that even the messenger may still be discovering the universe. When a creature returns from its owner, it teaches the others everything it has learned. And perhaps it's every civilization has experience, every story, like some piece of women was spoken sincerely. Perhaps yet still reflected only a small window into reality, only our understanding of it. Perhaps the universe was never meant to be measured only by distance, but by perspective. Perhaps what lies above us and what lies beneath us are not separate worlds at all, but different layers of the same existence. And perhaps, somewhere beyond our understanding, another soul is asking the very same questions about us. Perhaps wisdom has never been about finding every answer, but about having the courage to question the answers we already possess. Perhaps the universe is we may know asking us to believe, but to imagine, to understand that we may know far less than we imagine, and that every step towards knowledge reveals in someone mysteries, and just as they on it waiting as they are ours.